Okay guys, so I recorded a whole entire video last night on a 700 R4 and apparently I recorded in slow-mo. I'm not 100% sure on how that happened. So today we are going to be doing a Frankenstein 350. We're going to be getting this thing out of the dirt out back in the core yard. This thing's been back there for probably 10 years. We're going to get it apart and see if we can't clean it today. But I just wanted to apologize. It's been 9 days since I posted last. I've just been extremely busy here. Wide open FSP transmissions is booming. Here's what I was doing last night. I got a whole entire video of this, guys, and I didn't even know it was on slow-mo. This was a guy's core that he dropped off yesterday. It's a four-wheel drive 700 R4. He said he bought a vehicle. He tested the transmission out that was in it. He had a weird feeling that something was wrong. He said it drove okay, but it just felt weird to him. The reason why it felt weird is because his pump stator was torched. Right there, you can see debris got in there and caused it to freaking score this pump stator just a bit. And you can get a new pump body for 54 bucks. We're going to scrap that. We're going to get this recut down. This lower planetary was worn out here when these gears move side to side. Not necessarily up and down, but side to side. These things tend to go out. Also, I noticed the valve was stuck in the valve body, and these were his low reverse frictions, and these were his reverse input frictions. Absolutely torched. The whole thing was roasted. And the fluid was dark brown, and you can see it right here. It's absolutely purple looking. It got extremely hot. So I'm gonna put some water in this machine. I'm gonna get that Turbo 350 in here. I'm gonna get the camera set up. I gotta charge it really quick, and we're gonna try to bring this Frankenstein Turbo 350 back to life. And I'm gonna show you guys how I restore these things from start to finish. These things been out here for a long time. There's two over there that are freaking, that one's been buried. And I've got a bunch more cores back there that I've got to go through eventually. That's what Cody's going to be doing when he comes and works for me. You guys are going to be seeing him a whole lot more. Here's the transmission we're going to be tearing down today. I've already washed it. Not perfectly washed, but it's pretty clean. That is a BPO style bell housing. And this is a complete Turbo 350. I'm not sure how dirty this is on the inside. Get out of the way. All right, we've got a Buick Pontiac Oldsmobile Turbo 350. Now the reason why I'm tearing this thing down is because the pumps are good 9 times out of 10. The planetaries are good 9 times out of 10. It just depends on how long it's sat outside or sat out in the field. In some places. There is a cork gasket on this, so it looks like somebody's taken the pan off before. Yeah, the Buick BPO 350s don't fit on anything else. Like, you can't bolt this up to a Chevrolet engine. So this is a special bolt pattern here, and we don't sell a lot of these, so I have to take the parts out of internally and then get a Chevrolet case and put them back into the Chevrolet case once they're all clean. This thing is going to be a Frankenstein build because we're probably going to have to replace a whole lot of parts in this 350. This thing's been sitting outside for over 7 years. I mean, no doubt about it. I blew off so much crap that was an inch thick. Like, you wouldn't believe this transmission sat outside. But that's the power of the FSP degreaser. I'm gonna change all this out. I'm gonna change the case. I'm gonna change the output shaft, and I'm gonna put some new stuff in the inside. And we're gonna put this in the white 1500 outside. I've got my guys building an LS motor for me. You know, try to get 500 horsepower or something, and get some new tires, and maybe lower that truck a little bit. And I'll throw it in right here. Some footage of the truck. It used to run before. I built a 4L60E for it. And eventually it broke the pump gears because it shifted too hard in the second. I blocked off both the accumulators, and it didn't really like that too much. My girlfriend at the time didn't like driving it either. So But this thing is probably going to be covered in rust. We're going to get our gloves on. We're going to take this thing fully apart today, and I'm going to show you guys how I clean my parts, how I prep my parts, or really just do it the cheapest way possible to get this transmission in my personal vehicle. You know, I think that'll be a fun way to introduce this new camera, and I've been working with this new camera a lot. So thank you guys for tuning in as well. Thank you for almost 25,000 subs. I'm super stoked. So yeah, hope you enjoy the video. Been sitting a while. Oh, we got water in there, boy. I don't know if that's from me pressure washing it or if that's from rainwater. We can't break a couple of these pan bolts off. We might get lucky today. Goodness. That's rough. Oh wow. This thing is disgusting. Yuck. These often break from sitting outside and getting rusty. We'll definitely change this out. Oh man, look at that. There's some gunk in there. Oh. Oh man, when the filter gasket sticks, you know you got a problem. I probably should have took the pan off and pressure washed this outside, but we'll ride it out for now. All right, well, we got a little gasket stuck there to the case, but not too bad. Normally it sticks to the case really bad. And there's a filter there. There should be a filter up here. Get that out and get these check balls out. Looks like the E-clip rusted off there. Oh, no, well, maybe it just wasn't put back on right. A lot of gunk. I'm gonna have to take some time with this valve like that. Is disgusting. These arms will leak really bad. You gotta change that seal out. Always go ahead and pry it out like this. Just like that. There you go. Oh, man, that's rough. I know this looks rough, but I've seen far worse than this. That's a good usable output shaft. We'll pop this snap ring out, and we're going to media clean all this. But we're going to wash everything first, just so we don't get anything in the media cabinet filthy. That's always proper practice. You can see how long these frictions have been sitting in this transmission. This thing looks old as Methuselah. I'm telling you, this thing is old as hell. And we are obviously going to change all these roller clutches out here, and the one on top of the direct drum. Go ahead and pull those out. Yeah, it's worn out anyway. Worn out. Sometimes you can save these planetaries, believe it or not. This one feels kind of gummed up. We'll put it in the washer, see if we can get it hot. Can't break those two planetary gears loose. There's two on this side that are free, but those two seem to be locked up. All these friction packs like this, we don't need none of that. We will throw these in the washer. Now let's get to these drums over here. Look at these drums over here. That band looks like it's seen its better days. Throw that in the scrapper bin. Good grief, guys. What did I get myself into? Goodness. We're going to try to save everything that we can out of this and use it in this truck out there. I mean, if it goes and works, it works. If it don't, it don't. We're going to clean this stuff up as good as possible. Everything's just stuck together. Believe it or not, I might be able to save this. We'll see. I'm probably being a bit too optimistic there. Can't stop laughing. This is rough. Ugh. Oh man, that's... You guys in the comment section are going to be, scrap it, scrap it. No, we're going to try to save this. Chewy, man. That's rough. That is rough. Ugh. I told you guys. This freaking BPO stuff, man. I've never seen a bad BPO pump. Never seen a bad BPO pump. I don't know what it is. You can still see the freaking lines from the original lathe cut on there. I mean, like, dude, you can't get better than that. We're going to wash that from the media cabinet, clean it up a little bit. Now, the best thing we can do is go ahead and get these parts boiling hot, get everything blown off of them that's excessive. We're going to be left with some really rusty parts, but we've got a media cleaner that we're going to use. We've got some special parts, solvent that we're going to use. The good thing is we don't have to replace the pump stator. That's always the most expensive thing to replace in these. And if we can save the planetaries, we're having a good day. So, what's media cleaning, you may ask? Well, media cleaning is when you hit parts with small particles of sand, glass, or charcoal. Some people use ice. There's many different ways to media clean. I'm going to show you how I media clean. I'm going to clean these two servo caps really quick. Now get a good look at what those look like. The backs don't look too bad, but now we're going to put them in this cabinet. I've got a gun in here that's going to spray the sand, and the projectile sand is going to clean up all these parts back to bare metal. Now, they're not perfect, but you can see how good they can become just with a couple seconds in the media cleaner. And we're going to throw these in the washer and then take them on the wire wheel, shine them up. let's check on our parts. Well, we've got the machine hot enough, and that should take off some residual rust. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. We'll leave the thick stuff, and hopefully it'll heat up these planetaries, and we may be able to mess with them a little bit. That's hot. Woo, that's hot. Hey. Cut the heater off. Woo! God, nice, it's hot. I'm only going to be putting the Turbo 350 parts in this buggy. I'm going to leave the 700 parts in there for now, and I'm going to transfer them over to my staging table. That's rough. Look at that. As much as I want to save this input shaft, I just don't think it's going to be possible. There's a little snap ring that holds your parking gear on your output shaft. And we're going to change this over to a long tail, so we need to get this off there. Now it's the same thing here for the sun shell, and this one's a little bit tougher.